Today, Levi's.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here's Thompson to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
The man who was a prep All-American in nearby Antioch, it's Najee Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 24 carries, 126 yards, and a trip to the end zone as well.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The numbers a week ago for Chase. 7 catches, 90 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. That swung out wide to Harris. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Harris. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he coughs up the football. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they change plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Pulled in at the 24. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
'49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Mitchell. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now the extra point. And this is good, and it makes it a 9-3 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. On 1st down, Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Steelers set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw again. Finding Harris over the middle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 5. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Robinson's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. That one complete to Hill. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Back to throw here. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry, or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up, and it always happens a little bit better if they feel like their quarterback's on their side.
So far, 5 sacks against him. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. They'll look to throw. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On third down, Mitchell. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And down he'll go at the 25. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Karan Higdon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Hayward in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down, and looks like right at the 15. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just about on his own goal line. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. He's looking sharp here so far in the 3rd quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave him a little bounce. Came out, springing his legs, a little pep in his step, and he's taken off and running really well in the 3rd quarter.
Sometimes we talk about how guys don't want halftime to come, and some guys, they're happy when that break gets there.
You never know which way it's going to go. He's taking advantage of it in this one, though.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 41. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a throw here to his running back. Brings it just past the 15. Able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. On 2nd down now. It's Mitchell. And down he'll go at the 25. 42 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Thomas brings it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Second and 2. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot routes.
And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down at 4. They run the counter. It's Harris. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's got Smith-Schuster, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Gets this one to Juszczyk. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the
today from Power Field.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw now on first down. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 16 carries, 67 yards. Williams going to get it again on second down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Whitaker. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller. 9 catches, 96 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them, but I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. He'll drop to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Oh, good move. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Moody. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive with Williams. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Williams. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. This one swung out to Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the 2nd quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Ty Long now to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest. And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And down inside the 15 he goes. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They'll look to throw. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 6. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 14. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A big play there for the Raiders.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 62 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get forward for about 5, and then maybe coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that one will be accepted. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They run here with Jason Huntley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Williams going to get it again on second down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. It's Williams on the catch. And he will have the Broncos first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to...
That is caught. Touchdown, Denver. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now on is the punter long here as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. He'll get this one to Patrick. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Denver. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a throw here, hauled in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back to throw again. Now they go screen, it's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll flip this out to Huntley. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now back to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got his man. It's Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Back to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.